Harold Jennings sat by the hospital bed, his wrinkled hands trembling as he held the frail, cold fingers of the woman he had loved for 70 years. The rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor was slow but steady, each sound cutting through the heavy silence like a reminder that time was running out. Beside her pillow sat an old photo, their wedding day, 1955, two young souls smiling, unaware of the storms life would one day bring. Harold's voice cracked as he whispered, "Don't leave me yet, Annie. Please, not yet." Annie's eyes fluttered open, soft and distant, her breath shallow. "Harry," she said weakly, using the nickname only she ever used. "There's something I need to tell you before I go." Harold leaned closer, brushing a silver strand of hair from her forehead. "You don't need to say anything, my love. Just rest." But Annie shook her head gently. "No, you need to know the truth. I can't leave without telling you." The weight in her words chilled him. 70 years of marriage, decades of laughter, of children, of tears and shared memories, what secret could possibly still exist between them? Annie's eyes filled with tears. "Do you remember the war? 1944, before we met?" Harold nodded slowly. He'd been a young soldier then, barely 20, stationed overseas. "Of course. I came home 2 years later, and met you at the church social." Annie closed her eyes as if replaying the past. "But I already knew who you were before that day, Harry. I'd known you for years. You just didn't know me." Harold frowned. "What do you mean?" She reached for the locket hanging around her neck, one he'd never seen her take off. Her trembling fingers opened it to reveal a faded black and white photo, a young man in uniform, him. "I found you long before you found me," she whispered. Harold's heart skipped. "Where did you get that?" Tears streamed down her cheeks. "You wrote to me once. A letter that wasn't meant for me." She paused, gathering strength. "My fiancé, Thomas, was in your unit. He died in the same battle where you were injured. When they returned his things to me, one of the letters wasn't his, it was yours. You'd written to your mother about the fear, the loneliness, how you didn't know if you'd make it home. I read it, and it broke me, but it also made me fall in love with you." Harold's throat tightened. "You mean, you loved me before we even met?" Annie nodded. "I tracked you down after the war. I told myself I'd just make sure you were okay. But when I saw you that day in the churchyard, you were smiling at the children playing, something inside me knew. I couldn't walk away." Harold felt a mix of confusion and awe. "But, why didn't you tell me?" Her voice trembled. "Because I was afraid you'd see me as the girl who replaced someone you lost. You'd loved your best friend, and I had loved him too. I thought, if you knew, you might never have loved me." Silence filled the room, thick and heavy. Harold stared at her, stunned. 70 years, every memory, every kiss, every fight and every reconciliation, built on love, yet shadowed by a secret. He